Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time y'all watching this, listening to this, man. This is the THHC podcast, episode 125. We talking about UGK, Underground Kingz, them Texas boys, man, riding dirty, man. Review with SP from the Formula Podcast. Welcome, SP. What's good? How you doing, Queen?
Chilling.
What's going on? Everything good?
Everything's great. Just got off work.
That's what's up, man. That's
Always
good.
just getting off work.
Huh?
Always just getting off work.
Yeah, you on work, going to work, on call. You work 24/7.
I got big plans.
That's what's up. You gotta work hard to get where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So, you picked.
Big
So this
plans.
So speaking of big plans, right? 2023, of course, August 11th is the 50th year of hip hop. So everybody's doing a lot of things for the 50th, right? I'm writing my second book for it, and I'm also doing every podcast on the THHC podcast from now on is going to be a classic album in hip hop or a almost classic album in hip hop. You know, the album this might be an album people say it's a classic. This might be an album people say it's almost a classic. Like,
this is a classic.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So we're doing albums. That's why I'm gonna give you your time to talk. We're gonna. I just want to let people know, because think about it. I might not say it's a classic. I might say it's close to. Maybe say I give it a 4.8, 4.5, right? I don't know what I'm gonna give it, but I'm just saying, and you give it a 5. So maybe more people down south might say it's a classic. Maybe people up here might say it's a classic. Maybe people down in California might say it's a classic. But there's a lot of reasons that people call albums, period, any music, a classic, right? A lot of people say it need to be, sat on for a while, a couple years. Some people say, yo, if you hear something, you listen and it sounds good, that's it. Especially if you keep going back to it. Let us know why you believe UGK, Underground Kingz, Ridin Dirty is a classic to you, and a classic, period. How about that? Because this is your pick, and every week we're gonna do a pick. If we don't have a guest on, she's gonna pick a classic. I'm gonna pick a classic, and hey, SP, what's up? So this is SP's. We're starting the show. So this is SP. She's the queen.
Still
She
got
starts
my
off.
name tag on.
Oh, they're gonna hey, but so you got the pick first. So Ridin Dirty, UGK, Underground Kingz, let the world know why this is a hip hop classic. Let's talk about it.
So Ridin Dirty is the epitome of what Texas hip hop is. It was one of the albums that kind of let people know that we were here and we weren't playing. Pimp C really solidified that we wasn't just Texas Bammers. We was solid. We were here, and you were gonna pay attention to us, and we weren't going to change who we are in order to fit New York or California. You was going to rock with us for who we were, which was the dirty South. So Ridin Dirty will always be a classic for me. It was next to this one is Super Tight, are just epitome of Texas.
And Super Tight's their other album, right? That's the first album, actually, Super Tight, right?
Yeah.
Or was that the second one? I think it's first or second. Yeah.
That's the first one.
So Super Tight was their debut album. This is their third album, right? Or second? I think it's the third.
This was, if I'm not mistaken, this was a second album.
Okay. All right, but before we get into it, man, we about to break down every song. We're gonna talk about every hit record on here. We're gonna first of all, R.I.P. to Pimp C. Another soldier taken too soon. He was a king in his own right, man. Like you said, he, when I did, deep dive into this album, for some reason, I always thought Bun B was like, not saying not the leader, but he like he ran a lot of the stuff. Like he did a lot of the most of the things, I thought. You know what I mean? But when I started deep diving into this project and going back to it, Pimp C had a lot more going on. Like he was doing the production, he was making sure he probably was executive producing, he was talking a lot. He had like people from jail talk, like, you know what I mean? It seemed like he headed up this album. You know what I'm saying? So like shout out to Pimp C, RIP, rest in paradise, man. But before we break down the album, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have some fun tonight, man. I'm drinking tonight, I'm having a sip. Some Ridin Dirty. You know what I'm saying?
You got to. This is Ridin Dirty.
You got to. But we're going to talk about some new music that came out today, right? It's Friday. We got to give the shine to new albums, new EPs that came out. I listened to a couple of these. I listened to the majority of these, so, I can give a little feedback. But if you listen to any of these, just let me know, SP. Number one is the God Fahim. He came out with Iron Bull. Did you get a chance to listen to that? SP, you hear me?
Oh, I haven't listened to much of anything.
Okay,
so
I just keep talking.
To much of anything, but you keep talking.
So yeah, eventually you get to these things. Like
it's been one of them weeks.
I'm gonna let everybody know, and everybody that don't watch the show, they know.
Every
Friday. Well, every Friday I ask this question. What you listen to? You be like, nothing. I get a chance.
Yeah, you give me the albums, and then I start listening.
What do you mean? You're breaking up, SP. For some reason, you're breaking up. Say it again. You said something that you was breaking up. It's like you're on a delay.
Oh, I said normally, whatever you. Okay, let me go out.
Yeah, come back. I'll just talk about the albums real quick. So the first album, on here is the God Fahim. It's called Iron Bull. I took a quick listen to this. I think I listened to it twice today. It's not bad. It's not a bad album. It's pretty good. There's a back and forth motion of the God Fahim. Like, can he rap? Is he lyrical? I don't think he's a lyrical rapper. I think he's just a fun rapper. He's entertaining. You know what I mean? I think he's great. I think once in a while he got bars. He speaks, you know what I'm saying? He's not like one of them substance rap. He's not going to like surprise you. He might not even be a rewindable rapper for you. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the God Fahim. He got a lot of albums, a lot of songs. He's a good rapper though. So you got to give him the credit. Number two is Vic Spencer and 38 Special. Now, Vic Spencer and 38 Special, they put an album together called Green Thumbs versus Trigger Fingers. Now, I did the review on this already. I already did this review. I did the review. And you know why I did it so quick today? It came out today. It's only 14 minutes, y'all. It's only 14 minutes. They're calling it an album. I think they're selling the vinyl. Shout out to them trying to get the bag. I get it. But it's only 14 minutes in runtime. The whole album's 14 minutes. And I don't know, man. I'm just, I don't know. It's an EP. So if y'all want to check out the review, go check out the review on this channel. Number three is Malls Monday. Malls Monday, he got an album called Look Both Ways. Now, Malls Monday is a new rapper, new MC to me. You know what I mean? But he's dope. I kind of discovered them a couple of days ago. And I like Malls Monday. So shout out to Malls Monday. Look Both Ways. Go check it out. Go check it out, man. Number four, y'all know Logic. Logic came out with something called College Park. I went to go listen to it. It's a long album. I ain't gonna lie and listen to it. So let me know, whoever's listening to this, if y'all a Logic fan and y'all listen to this album, let me know how College Park is. Let me know in the comments below, because I have not listened to it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Shut up. Yo, when you got these, I don't like noise, man. I like to talk, man. So anyway, so we was on like, where was we at? Oh, Malls Monday, look both ways. Oh no, Logic. So let me know what Logic's about. Y'all gotta let me know what Logic's about. Let me know, man. I haven't listened to him. I'm not really a fan, to be honest, of Logic, but y'all can let me know about Logic. And number 5 is G4 Jag, and he collaborated with a producer called Give Him Soul, and it's part of Doe Networks. It's called Soul in the Sky. So shout out to G4 Jag. He's a dope MC, dope rapper. He got bars for days, man. He got substance for days. He's rapping his heart out, man. Like I love G4 Jag. He's always putting out quality projects. So shout out to G4 Jag. So y'all go check out Soul in the Sky. Number 6, SP. I know you familiar with Bizarre, you know, from D12. Bizarre came out with a new album called, I think this is his dress, or maybe it's a house on the cover. It's 18159 Stout. That's all. That's the album title. And Bizarre, like I listened to it, and all I could describe it as, I listened to it one time. Bizarre's Bizarre, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never been a big Bizarre fan.
You know, here's the thing, and I always tell people that your boy Eminem got a lot of his style from not just Bizarre, but Proof, everybody, right? And then he made it, right? I get it. You're in a group, you start rapping like everybody. You take this from him, take that from him. You become a star. I get it. But some of those outlandish lyrics that Eminem was saying, Bizarre was saying way before him. You know what I'm saying? He's just black, another black rapper. Like he's not getting the praise. But anyway, number 7, Supreme Cerebral, and producer Vinyl Villain. The Emperors, it's called The Emperors. So that's the last track on the new music tip. I mean, there's more albums and more EPs and more everything that came out today, Friday. So if I didn't say your artist, if your artist watching this, let me know in the comments, and let us know in the comments. You know what I'm saying, what your album was today, what music. If you had a single, there was a lot of singles that came out today. Like I did I don't do a lot of single reviews, SP, but Akil Ali, you know Akil Ali, he's a rapper, dope rapper.
I think the only thing I listened to was Vic Spencer.
Oh, so you did listen to Vic Spencer in 38?
Because the way you feel about 38 Special is how 38 Special is how I feel about Vic Spencer.
Okay.
I don't care when he dropped, how often he dropped. I'm always gonna listen to Vic Spencer.
So since you're on the subject, real quick. So if you did listen to this project, I'm gonna call it a project. What do you think they calling this an album? I think they even printing vinyl and they're trying to sell it as an album. It's only 14 minutes. Do you have a problem with that? It's an EP, right? Am I going crazy? Am I bugging?
Well, I interviewed Vic Spencer, and Vic Spencer said it's whatever I want it to be. So I said, all right, it can be whatever you want it to be. That, you know, I don't argue with artists when they decide what they album is or EP. You can call it what you want to call it at this point.
Listen, I
mean, but for me, it's an EP.
Yeah. You know, no disrespect to any of the artists, 38 or Vic Spencer. And I said in the review today, I said, listen, this song's longer than this. I could get one song that's 14 minutes. I know, you know, George Clinton's got a song for, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people with songs 14 minutes, and then you're gonna come out with an album saying it's 14. Like, in my mind, it's an EP. You know what I mean? And when I seen them printing vinyls and trying to sell, I'm like, what's going on right now? Now, but I can't hate on nobody's bag.
Yeah,
I can't hate on nobody's bag. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I give it to him.
I'm with you on that one.
In my mind, it's the EP.
I love Big Spencer. It's the EP.
Yeah. It's for me, it's an EP. If he says the album, it's an album. You know what I'm saying? Because he got it in the album category. So whatever. But anyway, I listened to a single today. It was called well, not today. It was a couple of days ago. Akil Ali came out with a song called Trust. And speaking of Trust Gang, right? He came out with a single called Trust. And and I usually don't just do singles. I don't just go around and be like, yo, I'm gonna do this single. But once I hear a single and it's like not just hot and the beat and the lyrics and stuff, the substance and the intent of the artist, like you got to listen to that to Akilah Ali, this new single, and you get the same feeling I had, and just watch the review and see how much praise I gave him, because it's a great single. It's just a brave single. It's like like somebody like a KRS, like back in the day, Public Enemy. He's like, not saying I guess I could compare him to an artist like that, because he's doing what other artists are not doing. He's brave enough to say, hey, they polluting the water. Hey, they polluting the food. Hey, they doing this. Hey, go get a job. Hey, go get a hug. Like he's trying to, like, you know what I mean? So I like that. And he's been doing that for ever since I've discovered him. So you know what I'm saying? So he's not afraid to be like, to be, bold, you know what I'm saying, as an artist. So let's get into it, man. Let's crack it up, man. It's the THHC podcast, episode 125. We're talking about UGK, Underground Kingz, Ridin Dirty review with SP. Like I said earlier, y'all, we're gonna be reviewing only classic albums on this podcast for the rest of the year, and until I feel like you said, Big Spencer does what he feels. I do what I feel on my podcast, right? Already. So
it's our world.
It's our world. Y'all just living in it. You know what I'm saying? I just play. Love y'all, man. But anyway, man, let's get into it, man. I'm gonna start it off, SP. I know this is your pick, but I like to start it off because I like to, introduce the album at least.
Yeah. And go for it.
I'm gonna let you, like, it's the way we break things down. It's probably best for me to start it off anyway. Like, like I still keep thinking about who called us the head and the heart, but like I love that, and that's hopefully that's maybe our book title will be that. But anyway, but UGK, Underground Kingz, Ridin Dirty, be going. I'm coming from Boston to Texas, you know what I'm saying, to appreciate these kings. SP's already in Texas. He's going to Texas. He's probably just going to different towns or cities or states or whatever you come. So this came out July 29th on my birthday. July 29th. Leo season, baby. What? You know what I'm saying? So I already know it's going to be a good album. I said, July 29th? Came out on a good day. All right, 1996. I wasn't born in 1996. I wish. It's about an hour and 5 minutes. Hour, 6 minutes, hour and 5 minutes, 26 seconds. Let's get into it. The intro, produced by Pimp C. So that's what I was saying earlier. Pimp C did more than I thought. For some reason, I thought Bun B was more of the ringleader. I don't know why. But so on this one here, on the intro, produced by Pimp C, D Smoke, who was incarcerated while UGK recorded this album. It's just spoken dialogue of him in prison. And I'm not sure if he was a rapper or he was just one of their boys or a good friend, but they got him, throughout the album talking about prison. And a lot of the stuff he says, he's like, they're still kissing. I'm like, yo, this dude's bugging. Like, but he just talk about prison life. But like, swear to God, like, it seems like every time he starts talking, he's like, yeah, man, they still kissing, man. And I'm like, why you keep talking about that? But anyway, this is the album. So what you think about number one intro that I will come on?
Yeah, this is the intro is perfect for this album because it really kind of puts you in the headspace of where the album is going to take you. This is a street album. It is a dirty album. It is one of those albums that defines but doesn't glorify. So it defines the streets without glorifying it. It gives you both sides of the coin. And the intro was perfect because dude in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And that's normally what the streets lead you to, either prison or the grave.
100%. And what I do like about the intro as well is because, and a lot of rappers did this, if they really had true friends or true brethrens, that they roll with, they gave them some shine on their album. Noriega did it with Capone. when he got locked up when they were supposed to do their second album. So like that's just another example. But I love that. Let's go to number 2. One Day, man. They start off crazy. This is Pimp C, man. Now, let me give you a little history because I was like, I told you I like the research. So Tupac, Tupac, rest in peace. He loved this track, and not just the track, he loved the group. And when Scarface introduced him to this group, he went bananas. He was like buying them and just giving them out to everybody. Like this is how much he loved the album and loved this track, especially. So track sampled the Isley Brothers song "Ain't I Been Good to You," part 1 and 2. The song's about your life, living your life. The song's about living your life to the fullest. And any song, I don't care what type of tone you're talking. I don't care if you street tone, rock tone. I don't care what kind of tone you are. If you're giving a good positive message, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets, but at the same time, like I'm not there no more, and I don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like you said, jail or death, right? That's where it leads you. But like this song started off the project very well, man. What do you think about One Day, Pimp C produced?
So the first bar, my mama put me out at only 14. I started selling crack cocaine and codeine. That set the tone for that song right there.
Yep.
This is just raw, rugged street. This is what happened. This is why I am the way I am. This is what I had to do to survive. And what he's describing is such crap circumstances. But then he says, my mama's only son, but I live every motherfucking day like it's my last one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he's talking that shit, SP. That, like, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't heard this album in a long time. And I was like, yo, SP got it. She picked a good one.
Yeah, he was, and people here still have this this bar in their mind. But I'm in the game. I live by the game, and in the game, I'ma die. That is how that is where our mindset was at this time.
Yeah.
At this time, we was running I-10. I-10 take you straight everywhere. You get on 10, you can go to every state in the union, and it ran straight through the middle of Texas.
Oh, so y'all is 10, ours is 95 or 93. Like you got them highways. That's the
we were tearing I-10 corridor up. And so I'm telling you, when this album came out, it was like, oh, somebody see us, because it the Ghetto Boys was dope.
Oh yeah. They was out before them.
Ghetto Boys. But UGK just had that. It was straight solid Texas, and they always say that we the head and the heart. Well, Bun B was the head and Pimp C was the heart. You know what I mean? So Bun B was always going to give you lyrical value, lyrical quality. He's a lyricist.
Yeah.
Pimp C was just so solidly real that people just gravitated to him because of who he was. And to start this song out like that was just spectacular.
Yes, it's like Pimp C's heart was bleeding on the page instead of, like you said. Yeah, I get that analogy.
Yeah, but the production was fantastic on that song.
No, Pimp C. I listen. For some reason, I didn't think Pimp C was a producer. I don't know what. Like, I'm a fan of UGK, but I wasn't like you said a fan. Like you're a fan. But I always loved their music. I wasn't just I was just kind of more of a distant fan. I was probably more of a Ghetto Boys and of course of a Scarface. I love Scarface. So and then I started getting into UGK only, and not saying only because East Coast started rocking with them, but like they started getting played more in the East. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like we can't pick like we don't know what's going on. Like whatever is in that store or whatever's playing on the radio, then we hear it, then we go to it, right? So like it didn't get to the East for some time. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to number 3, Murder, produced by Pimp C as well. Bun B murdered this track. You talking about him, a lyricist, him being a lyricist. Yo, Bun B murdered this track with probably some of his best bars to date, man. Pimp C added value on on this tough pimpish track as well. And like I'm listening to the track and I kept listening to it over and over again. I'm like, yo, this is one of my favorite tracks. This is dope. This one's like really dope, stands out. And I'm like, yo, who made them angry? Like not saying they was angry, like, but you could tell the passion on the album. They was ready. They was like, yo, what? And I'm like, what? What's going on right now? So I was rewinding it. What's going on? Number 3, Murder, produced by Pimp C.
Yeah, so this is kind of who Pimp C was. You know what I mean? He was that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I keep talking about. So when you talk about production, Pimp C didn't just produce for UGK. He produced a lot of Pimp C's hits too. I mean, a lot of Master P's hits too. So he's talking about he's on the road to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got money to make. That was because he was producing a lot of the artists for Pimp C. For Master P also.
I was trying to do the Master P. I can't do it. I don't know how you do it. But go ahead.
But Bun B is always going to give you some verses. You know what I mean?
He tore it up on this one, man.
Yeah,
I think this is his best verse on the album.
Pimp C is gonna make you go, yeah. This is what we do. But Bun B was gonna make you go,
Yeah, with the stank face. Yeah, you're like, yo, hold on, what? Yeah. So I can
his from his cadence to his playing with words. Especially when he got I put a hot one in your liver. I make your liver quiver.
Oh, damn. No, he was listen. They were spitting on this. That's why I said, like, for some reason, like Bun B's verse stands out, right? And I think it's the best verse that Bun B did, at least on this album. But then, like, Pimp C wasn't nothing to fuck with either. Like, he came right after him and was like, bah, with the passion and the grit and I was like, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Pimp C's not gonna give you a whole bunch of double entendres. He's not gonna give you.
Yeah, but you feel it. You feel it more.
Crime schemes.
You feel it more.
He's just gonna give you solid verses that's gonna get his point across.
Yeah. 100%. Yo, let's go to number 4, Pinky Ring. This is produced by N.O. Joe. This track is so pimpish. I went and purchased a pinky ring and got a cane, yo. I'm telling you, I went and got everything, that a feather in the hat, everything. I went and did everything. This song, funky like Iceberg Slim's first novel. If you know Iceberg Slim pimp, nigga, go read it, go get it. This is a dope track, man. Like it made me find something, get some lunar folio and make a pinky ring. You know what I'm saying? And start acting like I'm a pimp in the mirror. Like this track was dope. It gave me a great tone and gave me a great vibe, man. So number 4, Pinky Ring, produced by N.O. Joe. What you think about that?
Yeah. So if you ever been to Texas and hung out in a black club, Texas is the only place where it can be 150 degrees and somebody gonna show up with a fur coat on. Because
the hell's wrong with y'all? I get it though, fashion. I get it.
we have the understanding that the camera don't have a temperature.
The camera don't got a. That's a good quote. That should be a T-shirt. The camera don't got a temperature. That's black people.
So if we want to, because if it was up to us, we'd have on shorts and a tank top all day long.
Oh,
but
yeah,
and we can go to the club in shorts because it's hot. It's hot all the time. But now when you go to the club, they got on suits and they got on, socks and the shoes, and you just I'm hot looking at them. So
alligator gators, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they got like gators on
it. They dress to the nines. And some of them used to have those the whole suit, with the
three-piece
vest and all that shit.
Three-piece joint. Yeah.
Texas is one of the most pimpish states.
Yo, the way you talking, I already know. I see the pictures. I've never been there, but I see the picture. I got a cousin that live there now. She could probably tell me, but I mean, you talking about back in the day, but I get it. I seen the pictures. I'm like, yo. Every time I seen a down south artist, even if it was no anywhere, Texas, North Carolina, whatever, right? Some hot place. Like you said, if they went out, they was dressed, like you said, furs, double-breasted suits.
Yeah.
Now later gators, they was, you know what I'm saying, feathers, big old hats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, dog, you ain't hot. Like you said, the camera don't got no temperature. That's dope. That's dope.
I think it was my mom who used to say, just because you broke don't mean you gotta look broke.
100%. And yo, you think about it, I came from a poor environment. I looked broke when I was young, when I didn't know nothing about whatever fashion. But once I knew about like fashion and like you gotta look good, I don't care if I had Bradley's pants, Woolworth shirts. I made it look fly and connected it. That's right. Why I started. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I made it look good. You know what I mean? So speaking of looking good, man, let's go to number 5, man. Diamonds and Wood, man. It's produced by Pimp C. Another track that's fire. This track tougher than a pimp's backhand swing. Yeah. I'm about to shine up my car and get some furry dice, man, and hang them from the, you know what I mean? I enjoyed the bounce. I just enjoyed this song. It made me want to like, you know what I mean? Convertible, put the top down, like, and just blast it. And just like, yo, go what? And dress for success, like we just talked about, dressing up for no reason, even if it's hot. What do you think about number 5, Diamonds and Wood, Pimp C?
So this song describes every day in Texas. We gonna be in the car. Mm-hmm. We gonna be dressed. And we gonna be bumping. We gonna be dressed. We gonna be in the car, and we gonna be bumping. And that's every day. And if you notice, I mean, I'm just being honest. Even me. How often do you see me not in my car?
Not that often, but yeah. I mean, often.
I'm used to being in the car.
Used to being in the whip. Yeah, you always in the whip. Yeah.
It's too hot. It's too hot to just be walking around. We don't do that. We ride around.
Yeah. Y'all must have got some good gas prices, goddammit.
We don't care if we gotta ride 17 deep. We ride.
No, we did that. We did that in Boston too.
Yeah,
we packed up in a goddamn I'm trying to think of the smallest car, buggy or something. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's 115 degrees. We ain't walking nowhere. It's hot. Everybody got a car. I don't care what kind of car it is. We ain't mad at you. My first car was a Chevy Chevette. It was lemon yellow. And it had brown doors. I bought the brown doors because the other ones kind of fell off. So I went to the junkyard and pulled off 2 doors from Pick and Pull. I put them doors on there, but they wouldn't close. So I drilled. So I put in a screen door lock. You used to lock the doors. You used to have
the screen door lock, the things that go like that, the latch. Come on, man. You gotta stop. You gotta relax. Don't let me get the sign, SP. I'm gonna get the sign up now. I don't even want to fight.
But we were riding and we rode down I-10 corridor in that little yellow Chevette, hitting every club in every little country town on the way. And I don't care what club you went to, this album was playing.
Yo, now I bet it's kind of like the East Coast, man. It depends on what era. If certain albums was playing up here, like if it was the Mobb Deep era, if the Jay-Z era, if it was the Biggie era, whatever era it was, man. Slick Rick era, Queen Latifah era, MC Lyte era, like we was bumping whatever was the era. You know what I'm saying? Special Ed, whatever. Let's talk about In the Morning, man. Let's talk about 3 in the Morning. Number 6, 3 in the Morning. This is produced by Sergio. This is featuring Big Smokin Mitch. Shout out to Big Smokin Mitch. Now, Ice-T had 6 in the Morning, right? UGK though. UGK started that hustle 3 hours earlier. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got that dollar, right? So the early bird catches the crackheads. Forget the worm. The early bird catches the crackheads, man. That's what's going on at that time. It's the work shift that nobody wants, but made the most money, man. I know about this shift because I did sell crack, coke, and all that stuff. So I know I was out there at these weird hours, and that's where the money was at, and that's where your pockets got fat. You know what I'm saying? So I like really got in tune with this track on a personal level. So number 6, 3 in the Morning, man. What did it mean to you, man? It meant something personal to me.
So this is the time. This was the time, because if you didn't in the 90s, Texas closed, right? So at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, shit open.
1:30, 2 o'clock for Boston for up here, and it's still
2 o'clock. The whole
everything shut down.
Wasn't nothing open, but IHOP and Denny's
or Chinese food stores.
No Chinese food stores.
What? Y'all didn't have y'all couldn't get no rat, no mice.
No,
y'all couldn't get no rat and mice spicy.
No, IHOP, Denny's, and Whataburger. They're the only 3 things that was open after 2 a.m. So at 2 a.m. when the club closed, the geekers knew the club was closing. So that's when they would start roaming, because they knew everybody was going to be outside. Because that's what we did after the club closed. We either hung around outside, or you knew an after hour spot that you rolled into to gamble. But
the after hour spots, that's we had those too. We get the L. They mark with the prices for the L and the weed, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go to the after party. We did all that too in Boston.
Yeah, you played dominoes and spades, bid whist, tonk for and shot dice and gambled. That's what we did. So this described 3 in the morning perfectly, because that's when all the crackheads was out. That's when the action started. And it's cool outside. It ain't hot. So
for Texas.
Yeah, it ain't hot. So that's when we come out. We normally don't come outside till after 7.
That sounds crazy, but I get it. I get it. That's crazy, but I get it.
Yeah, at 7 o'clock, you will really see us moving around, like walking around and stuff like that, because it's cool outside.
Now, did things stay open later, like banks, because of that reason, or no?
No.
Oh, so like they close at 5 or something.
So let me tell you the routine. You get up at 7, the bank open at 8. Whatever business you want to do.
Oh, you early?
We normally through with that shit by noon.
Oh, so yeah. So okay, before the sun really.
Yeah,
Spotting on y'all.
then we go home and we don't come back outside till after 7:00 when the
Okay.
sun go down.
Yo, Texas. I don't know, man. My cousin lived in there. I gotta ask her about Texas, man. It's still like that though. It's still like that in a sense. Like I know because the goddamn conditions for each coast is different now. Like East Coast is like summertime now, and California's like wintertime. It's crazy. But is it still like that in Texas? Still like those conditions?
Unless you work a 9 to 5, it's still like that in Texas. Nobody comes outside till after 7. It's too hot.
No, I get it. I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking. Let's start on number 7. Touched. This is produced by N.O. Joe. This is featuring 3-2. If you're out of line, stay clear of UGK. They will not be friendly, especially on this track. They ain't friendly, ain't giving no positive vibes on this joint. Upbeat track with that flow that you just want to ride to, though. Like you still want to get in the whip. You still want to bump it up. You still want to like let people know what you riding to. And number 7, Touch, was one of those songs that like this whole album is like this, like a ride along song. That's why I guess it's Ridin Dirty. That's why it's called that. I think they made sure the beats made you want to like ride to, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got number 7, Touch.
So Touched is one of them Texas things, will make me touch you.
Yeah.
I will touch you. Just
Yeah,
leave me alone.
No. Yo, you stupid. Yo. Yeah, I get it. Nah, I get it, man.
Hey, you get out of line, I'm gonna touch you.
Hell yeah. Like, yo, back up, dog. But I said, yo, like I get it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this and the thing about what I always love about Texas people, we normally not super dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
We will just normally tell you, hey, don't make me touch you. And it'll kind of come out like that. It ain't gonna be no whole bunch of hoopla and
You're not writing a story to these people. You're just like, yo, man, real quick and quick and easy. Like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. Like, don't. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna get touched. That's what I get. You're gonna get touched.
And that's the song. He's talking about fighting the pussy, but not a broad. It's the dudes. It's these dudes that just keep trying you, and I'm gonna touch you. You quit playing with it.
Yeah. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. This joint's fire, man. Like I'm telling you, I haven't heard this album in so long, but I was like, when I went back to it, I'm like, yo, I forgot how fire this was. Let's go to number 8. I know this is one of your favorite cuts because you was talking about it before we even did the review. F My Car, but Fuck My Car, featuring 3-2, produced by N.O. Joe. Now, I say on this joint, their cars are so attractive, the ladies want to have intercourse with the vehicles, literally, and ride the group's stick shifts physically. The beat bangs like 1820s New York City street gangs from the 40 Thieves. So I just want to throw a reference in. Once in a while, I like to throw some reference in of stuff that people need to research. So, like I said again, the beat bangs like the 1820s NYC street gang, the 40 Thieves. Now, if y'all don't know what that is, it's the first gang documented, period. So number 8, Fuck My Car, featuring 3-2. What you think about that track?
Yeah, so some people call, I guess they call them skeezers, but here in Texas, they call them boppers.
Yo, hold on. Why you guys say something funny? I got some L in my mouth. But pause. But anyway, yo, hold on. We call them pigeons. I don't want no pigeons, or we call them chicken heads. So y'all call them what? Boppers?
We call them boppers.
Yo.
Because they just bop from car to car. Do you know?
Oh, so chicks that was, you saying so chicks that was like, are you serious?
Yeah. So when they say they don't want to fuck me, they want to fuck my car. It's just because you got a fly ass car, so this bopper is going smooth up to you. So because your car is fly, they don't give them what you look like as long as your car is fly. So when he say you want to fuck my car, that's what he mean. You don't want me. You just want to fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Scene in the ride.
Yeah, because matter of fact, when I was watching, they're doing, I told you a lot of people doing stuff for the 50th. Public Enemy, Chuck D got something going on PBS. You know what I mean? But it's going on YouTube. We got, this document about hip hop, and it's talking about, the politics of hip hop, the history. It's talking about everything, females and hip hop, talking about everything. And I swear they was talking about this exactly, like the down South Texas car shit, like how women appreciate the cars more than they was looking at the cars more than the niggas in it. They was like, oh, that's a nice car. And then they looked at who was in it, and then they like talking to the dude. It was like, yo, you talking to me because I got this car? Yeah, that's what they was doing.
They call them boppers and headhunters. Because if you roll around with them, you probably get some head in the car.
Oh, I was not born in Texas, dog. What the hell's going on, dog? But I would have to keep up my car and buy an expensive ass car though. I got head for free, man, up here in Boston. I didn't have to have a car or a nice car. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah,
I had game, SP. I still got
I've never been like a car girl. You know what I mean? As long as it had a motor in the front seat, it's comfortable.
Wait. We just talking about giving head. So as long as I had a motor in the car seat, you giving head? What's going on? Is it?
The things they used to do, if you had a fly car, it is shocking.
I'm not surprised, SP, because valuable things, black people, period, thought about valuable things as, of course, they assets. And they just like, yo, if this dude got a car like this, if he loves his car just like this and he takes care of his car, women are like, yo, he gonna do the same thing with me.
That's, you know what? My daddy used to tell me that. My daddy used to tell us that. He was like, a dude should treat you at least as good as he treat his car. Like they buy 4 tires, you need shoes. They make sure they wash their car. You need the water on. You need the lights on.
Yo, 100%, man. Shout out to Ronnie Carla in the chat. Shout out to Ben Frank in the chat, man. They you know what I'm saying, talk about your RIP Pimp C, and they talking about this is a classic. Ben Frank said this is a classic. Everybody's loving, this record and this album too. So shout out to this project, man. So you picked a good one, SP. So keep going, man. But so ready to go to number 9?
Yeah.
All right. So number 9 is That's Why I Carry. You know what I'm saying? I think since I'm a licensed carrier, now I'll be thinking about that song like that. So That's Why I Carry, featuring N.O. Joe, produced by N.O. Joe. The group are huge fans of the NRA, the National Rifle Association, based on their love and need for guns. Track has a West Coast feel and a bit of more thunder and lightning thump. I'm really feeling this track too. This is dope. Since I'm like an actual licensed carrier now of guns and not like illegally, I feel it's funny. I feel better and I feel more grand. I feel more of a I don't know, more powerful with legal guns and not illegal guns. You know what I'm saying? So I like this track. What you think about number 9? That's Why I Carry. They talking about guns, man. What's up?
Yeah, well, see, the thing about Texas is back then you could just ride with, you could have a shotgun.
What?
Yeah, you could just put a shotgun in the back in the window, the big window of your car, and just have it sitting up down on the rack. It's never been like, I know the rest of the country is just like, guns. But it's not shocking. I learned how to shoot when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I started shooting guns. I knew how to load it. I knew how to clean it. You know, because it's snakes and shit. We used to.
No. You tell the stories. Like, I'm trying to get to know you more.
I'm not talking about the animal. I'm talking about the human version.
Damn.
So, you knew how to shoot, and I've always known how to shoot. And
when did you first learn how to shoot in Texas? Like what age?
That we learned?
Yeah.
I think it was about 5 or 6.
5 or 6 years old. That's dope.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm serious. Because I'm a pro gun owner. I'm a pro for guns as long as you're safe with them. But at the same time, I really, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you gotta be safe. But I really believe, you know what I'm saying? If I was a licensed gun owner back when my daughter was born, I would have taught her how to shoot in a range at an early age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was licensed when she was probably already an adult, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think she was already 19, 20 or something. But you know what I mean? But like I would have did that.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is kind of specific for certain people in Texas, but I grew up with parents who thought it was important that you knew how to actually survive. So, if all hell break loose and all the electricity went out, I can go shoot a deer, I can go dress it, and I can go prepare it. You know what I mean? It was
no, speak that shit, because like a lot of people need to know that that's survival. Like survival tactics is important nowadays. A lot of people into those phones, and we talk into the technology. Nobody know how to grow a goddamn carrot. Nobody know how to grow anything. So I follow a lot of channels that people, you know, teaching me how to grow stuff and learning. I gotta learn how to get back in that garden, put my feet to the soil, hug a tree. Like seriously, we gotta get back to. It might sound corny, but we gotta get back to that stuff, man. And shooting a gun is one of those things, protecting the family and learning early at an early age.
Yeah, and for us, it wasn't just about protecting family; it was about living. You know, we
survival. Yeah, survival.
Family, but if I'm broke or I can't afford food, I can go get some food. I know how to get hold of some meat. If I can't get shit else, I can go on the side of the freeway and bag me a deer. You know.
You know what I want to do? Maybe on the other podcast, on the Formula podcast, maybe we can eventually break down and get statistics, or maybe some person that's an expert on guns, right? And you know, I want to know, like, you know, like say Texas, y'all can have a shotgun, right? So boom, whatever. Some place in like
shotgun
like
or a rifle.
Yeah, so places like in Boston, you couldn't. You had to get licensed, all type of stuff. So I'm thinking we had illegal guns, right? So I wonder, like, how much was it more deaths with the illegal guns, or was more deaths with the legal guns in certain states and certain, you know what I'm saying, cities?
Texas probably more deaths with
illegal guns.
With illegal guns.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you can carry a gun, if you can get a shotgun,
yeah,
but maybe not when you had a record after that.
Yeah, but if they was in the if they was in the hood, they had like AKs and they had
I'm not talking about those guns. I'm not talking about those guns. You just heard the question. I didn't talk about.
I'm talking about guns. Even in like, you think it's just gang members that have these things, but I'm talking about just people in Texas. Just
I know.
Farmer.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like the Texas illegal guns. I'm talking about the Texas legal guns, because y'all was able to have legal shotguns. That's still a gun, goddammit. Like,
but
in Boston, you can't have a goddamn legal gun. You have to go through so much turmoil, so much heat, so much paperwork, so much everything. You have to like give your first child away to get a gun up here, right?
But it's kind of different here because we hunt and it's land.
Yeah, that's
space. Y'all really don't have that.
Because of the city, it's more city like. I get it.
Yeah, y'all don't really have a whole lot of space, but even in our cities, like if I'm sitting in my backyard my neighbor's house is not like I can't look and just see in my neighbor's window.
You got land, you got acres.
Even if you live in a neighborhood, they're not piled right on top of each other. We actually have at least enough feet between us where I can't hear what's going on in my neighbor's house.
Oh yeah, you was privileged.
Because
I'm playing. But yeah, I get it. No, I get it. It's different. Yeah,
even in the projects, they just not built on top of each other.
Yeah, East Coast, New York, Boston, stuff like that. We projects, man. We stacked on each other, man, like Legos. But anyway, let's go to number 10, High Life, produced by No Joe. They rapping about their hood, tribulations. Smoke D from Jail highlights the intro, and throughout the album, while group speaks on that Southern life, man. The High Life. Number 10, what you get from that? Number 10.
So it's kind of it is what it was. You know what I mean? Yeah. The thing about me is I learned really early that I could not be a drug dealer.
Yo, that's funny. But yeah.
Even though because of where I grew up, you learn how to do the shit. You learn how to cook it in the microwave. You learn all that shit, right?
Yeah. You see your uncles doing it, your father, whoever's doing it.
But what I learned is I'm too compassionate to be a drug dealer. Because if I see somebody sick and need drugs, I can't say no because I don't want you to be sick.
What, you gotta give them discounts?
No, I'm just gonna give it to you because I can't.
You messed up the business already. Yo, you fired. You already getting fired, man. SP, if you work for me,
that's how I knew I would be a shitty drug dealer.
Yeah, you would have got fired, shot up, or something. I don't know what happened. Yeah,
and I'm not built for prison. I knew that too. It just didn't look like it was any penises in prison, and so that was
the guards is dipping them down
enough for me. And I was scared of the police, so the guards is not an option.
Oh, shit, to get the penis. Yeah, I get it. Oh man, SP, I'm learning too much from you, man.
That's kind of what it was. But we still thought we was balling. We thought we was rich, even if it was hood rich. It was the high life because we were eating, we had clothes, we had lights, gas, water. What people take for granted, we thought was a luxury.
Man, you got me thinking you got me thinking about Above the Law, balling the whole wide world. But yeah, go ahead, man. Like so. Yeah, no, this song's tight, man. I get it. Like life is life, high life is life, and you gotta like live it, man. And what they did was they had to, create, ways to live, man, and had to like get by. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, man. I was there. Let's go to number 11, Good Stuff. This is produced by Sergio. I love this jam right here. The group is in good spirits and having great, positive, and exceptional times. Smoke D still talking about prison life. Song is upbeat, fun, and entertaining. They getting that good stuff from the ladies. They getting that good stuff from the ladies. They getting that good head, and they getting that good tang. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the tracks that was needed. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a fun record. You need those records. You can't just have gloomy records talking about guns, drugs, and drama. You gotta be with the ladies once in a while. You know what I'm saying? So this is the good stuff, man. Number 11. What you think about that track?
Yeah, that it is. That is what it is. That was tighten up on that backstroke, smoking the switch.
Why y'all always wait till I drink some? What a choke, man! But yeah,
that's what it is. What it is. That the good always been good.
Yeah, man. The good's good, man. The good is good.
Not behind the good. You live behind it too.
Yeah. Man, I just remember like when I was running around the streets, man, giving a good out. Man, the women, just this drama was behind it. It was just too much drama behind it, man. Like the women were crazy, they're going crazy, and I get it. Because if I had some good stuff, I'm going crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it, man. Like it was wild out there.
It was because nobody wanted to be like a lazy fuck or bad sex.
Hell,
You know what I'm saying?
No. Hell no.
We took pride in making somebody, you know,
shoot to the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Shoot on the goddamn. Yeah, he's shooting so high, he's hitting the fan. You know what I'm saying? The ceiling fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you learned those little tricks like tightening your muscles and
Kegels. It's called Kegels.
Yeah, you learn them. You learn them things. You learn
how to do Kegels.
You learn that you don't even have to. Is not the only place you have to say it in the doctor's office, in the dentist's office. Shout out to Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
You talking Dr. Ruth?
Yeah, Dr. Ruth.
Yo, Dr. Ruth was hilarious, though. That old white lady was hilarious, yo.
Yeah, but she taught us the benefits of a hum job.
Yo, can you imagine? Like, this is the funny thing. Like, you got like your mom, you got your aunts, you got like people, you know, your age. But then there's some old white lady with a, you know what I'm saying, comes through, gets popular for talking about sex and letting you know how to actually do it right. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell is this?
Aunties did, well, you always had the cool young Amy, you know, that wasn't as old as everybody else that used
Dr. Ruth. Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell you stuff, but Dr. Ruth was the truth.
Dr. Ruth was gangster. She was gangster. She was gangster.
But nobody having oral sex in the hood. That was like you nasty.
Nah, that was shunned upon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to diss the Hispanics for doing it. You know what I'm saying? The black people, that's the last people. The first people I knew that did it was Hispanics. Hispanics used to eat the cootie cat all day. And I was like, yo, y'all do what? It just wasn't that, man. I think, you know, eventually, like when you fell in love or you had a girl that you loved or liked or whatever it was, you eventually said, yo, I gotta do something different. And I ain't gonna lie. When I first did it, I got caught by my moms, man. It was embarrassing. And I thought she was sick in the bed chilling, like she was done. She was already done. I was, you know, she just had the bell. I gave her the bell to ring. And then, you know what I'm saying? I was like 16, 17. And I gave the bell to ring, man. Like she was out. I went in there, she was out, sleep. I'm like, she's done. So I was like, I got my girl here. I'm about to get busy and try it. Man, had the legs up in the air like this, dog. And the door, we had a door for the living room for some reason. And the door open, nigga. And I'm just like this. Looking like, I'm like, yo, man. And I ain't do that. That's when I was mad. I was like, see, this is why black men don't do it. I'm mad. And I ain't eat the cootie cat for like another couple years after that. Mad women I dated was mad. I'm like, nah, I don't do that shit. Like, cause I ain't do it before. I was like that gangster. I didn't do it. But that really made me like not want to do it. But then eventually, you know what I'm saying, like Dr. Ruth probably coached me through it, all these other people.
Yeah, for some reason I think in the South we were more sexually advanced than y'all a lot sooner.
Yeah, y'all was. Y'all was looking butt cheeks, all type of stuff back then, man. I know y'all was. Stop playing. I remember when I met this girl from down south, because you know I would go down there because I knew I had family down there, or some would come up here, you know what I'm saying, and you meet them in the club or something. You go, oh, you from where? North Carolina, North Carolina, like, and they were just the freakiest ones ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's going on down there? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Speaking of being dirty, let's talk about number 12, Ridin Dirty, the title track, produced by Pimp C and N.O. Joe. Everybody should relate to Ridin Dirty. You know, being drunk and high examples, of course. You know what I'm saying? Those are low examples. Those are low life examples. The high life examples. The track is talking about, you know, oil dirty, cold dirty. We talking about guns, drugs, and legal money, man. So Ridin Dirty, we talking about like the real Ridin Dirty.
Yeah.
So what you think about number 12, Ridin Dirty, the title track?
Yeah, it's riding dirty. I mean, if you've been there, you've been there. You understand. You know what I mean? And um, like I said, this is the I-10 corridor. It leads to everywhere. Florida, California, everywhere connects through I-10. And so you had the Cubans over here, you had the Colombians over here. Everything is cheap here. And so you travel that I-10 corridor because everything is higher on the coast. You can sell it for a better price. Okay. And so a lot of people took that trip and was riding dirt.
Yo, who wasn't riding dirty? The people from up north was riding dirty. You even hearing their lyrics. Biggie said it for an example. You know, like people just went down there to get cheaper drug
prices. Yeah, because it was cheap here.
Yeah, and yeah. So yeah.
And then they go to the coasts, you know, to the other parts of the country where the price is high. Because I remember in 95, I went to New York, but we went to New York because we was going into Washington D.C. for a march.
Oh, okay.
But on the way to the march, my cousin wanted to drop off.
Oh, see what happened? You want to do what? Drop off what?
He wanted to drop off.
Oh, a couple joints, couple whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so here, it's like 500, but up there, it was like $1,000.
Yeah. The prices was ridiculous. Like they
so
it didn't make sense. Yeah.
I mean, and you took them rides.
Yeah. The rides was worth it because you're making a huge profit. You doubling your money or whatever, tripling your money, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ridin Dirty. A lot of people did it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the song. Shout out to the album, Point Blank, man. But before we go to the last joint, like, subscribe, notification bell, man. Comment below, man. Let me know if this is a classic album. Let me know if this is one of your favorite albums from UGK. Number 13, man, is the outro, man, produced by Pimp C. So this has to be the longest shout out outro record period to date. I don't know. Rest in peace, Pimp C again, man. Rest in paradise. I like to shout out everyone I know, starting from the alphabetical order. I'm just joking around. But like, you know, like when I was listening to this song, like I'm listening to the beat, I'm listening to it. The beat's smooth. I like this beat. But I'm listening to it. In my mind, I'm thinking, when they gonna rap? Like, cause like I haven't listened to it in a while. So I'm like, oh, they about to rap. Oh, they about to rap. Oh, they about to no. It's just the biggest shout out record I've ever heard in my life. And everybody does this. Everybody did this back in the day. It don't matter if you was East Coast, West Coast, you know, South Coast, North Coast, whatever, Canada, London. You did a shout out, or you did a posse cut or something, right? So I respect this, and it was smooth. It was smooth, man. I respect it. So, you know what I'm saying? So he shouted out all his friends and family and whoever that he loved, you know what I'm saying? His loved ones. So what you think about the outro, man?
This is like 10 minutes of straight game.
Yeah, because he's spitting too. He's spitting game too, yeah.
Yeah. And then he started off with, okay, all these songs you heard up here about me, you know, running crack and cocaine and all of that. On this outro, I'm sitting in the pen watching two dudes kiss, and they still kissing, and I gotta have on my gym shoes, and I can't trust nobody around me. Yo. I'm fighting all that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying because I've never been in the pen like that, but I've been in jail once. But I'm just saying like, I know what he was saying. Like he just kept repeating about the kissing and the.
Yeah, he's just telling you, okay, I did all of this, but look at this is where I'm at. I'm in the pen looking at these dudes over here kissing. They still kissing. Why is they still kissing? They've been kissing since I got in here. What the hell is going on right
now? Yo, hold on, man. This dude, no, because I was like, do the whole album. This dude was like, yo, what's going on, man? And he's like, yo, man, they still kissing in here, man. Like that's the first thing he kept saying. Cause I'm like, I get it. Like he's probably in there for the first time going, looking around going, yo, like you go to Disney World for the first time, you go, what the hell's going on? Like you just go to places and you go, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. So
I thought it wasn't gonna be no sex in prison. It's sex everywhere. Why is these dudes still kissing? Oh my god.
No, the way he's saying it though is like these dudes in love, like they in love, like maybe they was, I don't know, prison, but I'm just saying, like, and maybe if you got life, I don't know. I guess you gotta get a mate. I don't know. That's not been my fate. But I'm just saying in my mind is like, what the fuck?
Like you gotta watch your back, literally and figuratively.
Yo, SP man, I don't know, man. I'm just like, yo, I'm like, listen to this shit. He's throwing games, he's doing his thing, but I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? What's up?
This is why I love this album, because all of that stuff he talked about, you know, riding dirty and do it and don't make me touch you and all of this stuff he was talking, but he's sitting in the penitentiary with his gym shoes on, trying to keep his back up against the wall so he can see what's coming.
He ain't taking them shoes off, like you said. He's like, yo, dog. You know, like you said, he's walking backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he ain't playing around, dog. Like, I'll probably be like that too. Like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, this is why I love this album, because yes, it talk about the streets. Yes, it describes what it was like in the hood. Yes, it describes the crack cocaine era. You know, it describes the syrup era, the codeine era, but all this hood balling, the very last song, I'm in the pen. I'm in the pen with my gym shoes on, trying, you know, just trying
to survive.
Yeah.
And
all of that, them cars, the diamonds and the wood, all that stuff, none of that shit matter. When you just got to keep your gym shoes on and stop a motherfucker from kissing you.
Nope. Yo, shout out to the album. Shout out to, you know, like I said, Bun B. Man, I love the Bun B. R.I.P. Rest in paradise to Pimp C, man. 1996, Zomba Recordings, LLC, man. I don't know, man. What's your final take on the album, man? Before we start promoting and getting out of here, man. I like this album. Like I said, all we doing is classic albums. Y'all got classic albums, hit us up. Let us know what album you want us to do next. But we doing classic albums that we think are classic, and it's my turn next week. So SP, let's talk about this album. Break it down, man. The whole thing, man.
For me, Ridin Dirty is it's just an essential Texas album. It kind of defines who we are. You know, it is one of those albums where if you from Texas and you grew up in the hood, you can see everything that he's saying, and you also can see the consequences of everything he's saying, because we did. You know?
No, 100%.
And as my grandmother used to tell us all the time, ill-gotten gains don't last long, because every drug dealer I knew that was balling in the mix. When they got out the penitentiary, they was in the projects and didn't have none of the shit that they left behind. All the money, all the cars, all the hoes, all that shit moved on to somebody else. Even that block that they was holding on to has been gentrified. So you gotta weigh you gotta weigh the benefits with the cost. And is your freedom worth the cost or your death?
Yeah, 100%.
For me, that's what Ridin Dirty was. It's what it meant to me then. It's what it means to me now. And it is such dope production. It is a writing album. It is one of those albums you just pop in a tape deck and you can roll for hours and just listen to this album, and you never even have to look at your you never even have to look to skip anything because it's gonna take you through.
Yeah.
It's an hour of pleasure.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. Like I really enjoyed it. And I can't even like, like sometimes like coming from different coasts, you appreciate your music more because that's you're more related to that music and you can kind of feel that music more. But if you really like put your guard down, put your wall down and listen to any other genre or any coast of music, any other coast of music, um, you feel their pain, you feel their passion. It's pretty much the same upbringing, but it's just a little bit different, maybe by the slang, the speech or whatever it is, but it's pretty much all the same. We were going through the same in the West, the East, the North, the South, as Black people struggling and trying to survive and trying to get a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? So, like I enjoyed this project. Just as much as you. And you know what I'm saying? We're rated. You already said it's a classic, so you know what I'm saying? Like we might as well just throw that in the description. What you guys think of this album? Let us know in the description. Let us know, in the comments below and talk to us about it. Ronnie Carl already said it's 5 mics, so a lot of people, agreeing with you already that it is a classic. Next week, I will be selecting an album that I think is classic or I know is classic or people say is classic. And that's what we're doing all year until we have guests. When we have guests, we're going to talk to them about their projects. SP, so talk about what you want to promote. And like how we ended with something positive. Let us know what's going on out there with you.
So go to the formula and check out our conversation with Rain and check out our conversation with Rakim Al-Jabbar. Um, these are two dope MCs, and they have what they stand for is so great just as human beings. Their music is fire. Go listen to their albums. Their music is fire, but them as human beings, you get to know who they are. And I'm telling you, I was looking forward to those two conversations, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah, I gotta give it to those both of those gentlemen. They really brought their A game, and I enjoyed their conversations. I was watching those episodes again, even though I'm on them. I'm one of the, I'm a co-host with SP, but I watched them again, and I was proud of not just myself. I was proud of you as a co-host. I was proud that how we are growing as a podcast and how we are having exceptional guests and people that actually have something to say and have something to add and of value to the culture. It doesn't have to be the culture of hip hop, but it's the culture itself of Black people. You know what I'm saying? It's just people that you could tell they have passion and they care. You know what I'm saying? They have a heart of gold in the sense. And I'm happy that that I'm doing the formula with you, and I'm happy that you joined me on this podcast as well and stuff like that. So, yes. So for me to promote, only thing I got to promote is the clothing line, of course. Y'all can buy this hoodie. I can buy numerous hoodies. Check the description. Me and my daughter have a clothing line, and then of course the book's behind me. Uh, you know, this is my first book. I'm working on the second one, Cevere's Chronicles. Y'all pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's selling. It's selling, man.
Yeah.
That's what I love. I love it, man. People are buying the book and they support me, so I love it. Family and friends, surprisingly, but yeah. So and others as well. So it's already in different countries and everything. So I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna be signing a couple more copies. And eventually, when I put out my second book, the signing is gonna stop for my first book, and it's gonna start for my second book. So y'all better get your signed copy now. So order the book now. That's all I gotta say. And that's just how I'm rolling, because I'm going on to the next movement. So clothing line, books. Man, SP's working on a book. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out. And we enjoy doing this. We enjoy the culture. We enjoy hip hop. We are hip hop. SP's hip hop. I'm hip hop. We enjoy doing this, man. We love it. We do it for free. If we can get paid for it eventually, we're gonna love that too. And this is why I do the books, because eventually, I think if you love something enough, you should be paid for it. And if you have the passion for it, the love for it, the research for it, and you put the time into it, you should get paid for it. So, yeah, man. What's going on with some good, kind words, SP, before we get out of here?
So I was just sitting. I was sitting here the other day, and I was thinking about my husband, and I kind of, I think I tweeted this out, but it it just reminded me to always think of other people's feelings when you speak. So I remember one day I was just raising hell. I was raising all kinds of hell
with him, right?
with him.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I had been at it for like 45 minutes, almost an hour, just raising hell. And my husband looked at me and he said, "Your lips are plump and beautiful and sexy when they're closed."
Yeah, this dude. RP, your husband. He's a fool, man. Hold on. I was just like, I'm ready for something deep, and
That was and I shut up. When he said that, I was quiet.
Yeah.
Because what a thoughtful way to tell somebody to shut the fuck up.
Yo, words are powerful, man.
It was kind, and it got his point across that I was getting on his nerves, but it wasn't done in such a degrading way that I would take offense. And so just be conscious of your words and what you say to people. People say that that words don't matter.
Oh,
words do matter.
Words do matter.
It's the whole point of words. It's because they express feelings and thoughts and direction. Words matter. So just be conscious of what you're putting out in the world with your words.
Yeah, 100%. I have to tag on that and tag along, man. But I agree with you 100%, man. Like, words are key. Words are very important. And then who you're talking to. You got to know who you're talking to. You got to know your audience. And you can be yourself all day, but you still got to know your audience and who you're attending to. You know, if you're in front of your moms and pops, are you cursing as much? You know, I'm just gonna use that for an example. But some parents do curse a lot, so you can curse in front of them. But I get it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, I'm just trying to make a point. Um, if you're in front of your lady or your man or whoever, are you, you know, being tough? Are you like, or you got your guard down and you're more loving? Like, so I get it, man. Communication is key, and the words that you choose, and that story you said, it basically it kind of elevates to this and relates to this project because your husband was a pimp, man. Your husband was your husband was probably the third member of UGK or something, like you know what I'm saying. So, like he, you know, so it's just the way you speak to people. I just like I just told you, I just watched this documentary on Iceberg Slim. You know, I got to get back to his books. So I read more of his books. He got various books out, and it's just the way you speak to somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's what pimps is about. Like, it's the way you say things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like politics. Politics do the same thing. What do you think? They write speeches for people, right? They write take some hours and hours to do the a presidential speech, and then they give it to the person to read off a prompt or memorize. And it's because they might say, oh, let's take out car because let's use vehicle instead. Like there's studies on it. There's all types of things on colors, what color to use in the background. So y'all gotta pay attention, man, and communication is key. So I agree with you on that 100%. So yeah, man, like Iceberg Slim would say, man. I mean, I don't know none of the quotes, but man,
pimping ain't easy, but somebody gotta do
there
it.
you go. Pimping ain't easy. Somebody gotta do it. That's a quote. I'm gonna leave y'all with. But y'all remember Love Over Hate, man. You know what I'm saying? I love this album, yo. Tune in next week. My pick is next week. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. Y'all just gonna have to tune in. And SP don't even know what it is yet. I'm gonna give it to her after this. And it's gonna be my classic, and we gonna roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all love it. Hopefully y'all at least tune in and watch it or listen to it and give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man, we getting out of here, man. Marquis Walker, aka Cevere, aka Cincerely Yours. You can catch me on Twitter at Itty Dance. And then you gram me at Cincerely Yours, Severely _yours_ with a C. All right, man, we getting out of here, man. Thanks for the people that came through. Ronnie Carter came through, and Ben Frank came through, giving us some love, man. And Ronnie Carter gave it 5 mics, and he says peace and love over hate forever. Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Love over hate. You know the deal. That's a sign out. All right, man. We getting out of here, man. Thanks, SP. Appreciate it. Love your company,
Peace.
man. We out.